Another day, another week, another Remedy Live. Welcome back, Chris.
What's up, man? How's it going?
It's going good. How are you doing?
I'm pretty excited to be here, really.
I am so excited about tonight.
It's going to be good.
Tonight's going to be a great episode. Not only are we back, and this gets better and better each week, but tonight, Chris, we have a surprise guest.
Do we?
A surprise. No one. I put it out on the Instagrams and Facebooks.
Yeah.
And just said, hey, try to guess. I gave 3 clues.
Okay.
I said, 1, well, this should be a huge clue. So 1,
Okay.
he is a big Star Wars fan.
Is it me?
It's Chris Shears.
Called it.
So he is a big Star Wars fan.
Uh-huh.
Number 2 is that he enjoys a round of disc golf.
Oh, okay. Well,
Do you play the disc golf?
I do not play disc golf. I've been invited many times, but
I played more in college. I used to have my own discs, and now I don't. I wasn't one of those guys with like the full bag.
Yeah.
I had one disc that I kept throwing in trees and in lakes, and so
like normal golf.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
okay.
Yeah. Just that's exactly how I play normal golf.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and then the third clue was that he played college basketball.
Oh,
Yeah.
who is it?
We'll find out. We'll find out here in a little bit.
Okay.
Chris, I see you got a new coffee mug today.
I do have a new coffee mug today. I picked this one up from my mother. It's her favorite coffee mug is what she said to me. And it's her favorite coffee mug because it has my 2 brothers on it from about over 10 years ago.
So it's her favorite coffee mug, and you're not on it.
Yeah, that just dawned on me as well. Hey, thanks, Mom. Maybe I should get her a coffee mug.
Yeah.
You think?
There you go. With your picture on it.
Yeah.
My mom, like, her idea of a great Christmas gift or like birthday gift is to give us custom like picture items.
Oh, yeah.
So my brother's name is Casey. We talked about him a little bit last week.
Mm-hmm.
And for his birthday one time, my mom had a custom pillowcase made.
Oh.
Yeah, it was
That's
actually for his girlfriend at the time, but she didn't want it, so she gave it to Casey.
Oh, okay.
And it was a custom pillowcase with Casey's photo just right on it, and they called it Pillow Casey, just like a pillowcase,
Like a pillow
Casey.
Yeah.
So I thought it was pretty clever.
That's pretty cool.
Pretty clever.
That's pretty cool.
All right, my mug. Sorry, I'm trying to pull up the YouTube feed on here so we can watch comments and stuff.
Oh yeah, I have it up. We've got Braden and Mitch hanging out already.
What?
So what's up, guys?
My mug is from my favorite place in the world. Actually, second. My favorite place is wherever Rebecca's at.
Oh.
But if she happens to be at my second favorite place, then it's amazing. And it's Disney World. So I bought this on a Disney World trip. It has Mickey Mouse. It says, you have a special way of making people smile. I didn't even care what it said. I was like, I just want a Mickey Mouse mug. So
well, there you go.
This is for the Disney fans out there. There you go. Mickey Mouse, you have a special way of making people smile. So, like always, at the end of this episode, we will do a drawing for students that have put their name, middle school or high school students. Make sure you comment your name, whether you're watching on YouTube or on the online church platform. Comment your name, and we, at the end of the show, will get all those names together, do a drawing. Might as well just comment now. We'll talk about it later, but might as well just comment now.
Yeah.
Hey, a couple quick announcements before we get to some more fun stuff today. First of all, join us Sunday evening, 6 p.m. for our online game night. Chris, we've had a blast with this the past few weeks.
I've had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And then we even tried some new games out last week that I got, and I still really don't know what goes on in that art one.
Yeah.
Like we have to draw things, but it was a blast.
This last week was all new games. Like the games I brought in, and then I brought in 2 games, you brought in 2 games.
Yeah, it was good.
We had a blast.
It was good.
So make sure you join us every Sunday evening, 6 p.m. online game night. It's on Zoom. All the information is always on Facebook and Instagram. It's the same information week after week, same web address, same passcode, all that stuff if you need. And join us. We have so much fun. We take about 10, 15 minutes and break off into our life groups and just hang out and catch up on life. And it's fun.
It is fun. It's a lot of fun.
I enjoy it so much. So online game night on Zoom, Sunday nights, 6 p.m. Make sure you join us. Second big announcement, as always, make sure you follow us on Instagram. We have announcements that go up there. We have devotions that go up there. We have, things that you can copy on your stories and fill in.
What is that called?
I don't know what those are. I'm sure there's a specific name.
I'm sure there is.
Okay, help us out right now.
Please, help
What
us.
is it called whenever you put a story up, like what we've been doing on Instagram? You
Mhm.
put a story up, and then people that follow, copy it and then fill in the answers. What is that called? We'll,
Is it
leave
like
it
a-
in the comments.
Oh, it's not a Mad Lib. It would be like the modern day Mad Lib.
I feel like Braden or Mitch. Mitch probably will know this.
Oh, Mitch for sure.
I don't feel like Braden's as active on the Instagram, but
Yeah.
Mitch, what is it? No pressure.
Mitch, we're relying on you.
It's on you.
Yes.
So tell us what that is. But we have those on Instagram. Those are fun. I love doing those. I got one ready for tomorrow. And then we have devotionals that go out every other day-ish. Today was your day.
Didn't you post one yesterday?
No, it was Monday. I was
Today was
supposed
my day, guys.
I was supposed to do it, I think, Sunday, and then I ended up doing it Monday. And we're on Philippians chapter 2. So Chris will get that up tomorrow. Just do it tomorrow.
I'll do it tomorrow.
Tomorrow, Philippians chapter 2. Those have been great, like just 4-minute devotionals or so.
Mitch.
Yeah.
Come on.
Does he not know?
Come on, Mitch.
I definitely have no idea.
My heart.
Wow. And Braden
That's
says,
crazy.
I am too technologically inept. Oh, but Taya says, of course Taya would know.
Oh, okay.
I think they're just called story games, but maybe not.
Well, Tay is now the expert.
Mm.
Thank you, Taya.
Thank you, Taya.
Thank you, Taya.
We got them story games.
We got him. We got
That's
him.
what they're called now.
Yes, it
So,
is.
We got story games. Let's see. On the online church, everyone's just saying hi to each other. No one's dropping answers or anything. They're just
What?
saying hi.
YouTube's going hard over here.
Yeah. They're saying the answers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, Rebecca says she misses you all. She'll probably cry her eyes out when we can all be together in the same room. Look,
I'm so excited for that.
I know. I am so. I am very much an introvert, but man,
Yeah.
when we can get back together, it's gonna be nuts.
This room's gonna be so much fun.
Yeah, like everyone's gonna be a hugger that day. as long as this virus thing is done.
Yeah,
as
yeah,
long as
yeah,
they're
yeah,
not
yeah.
like, hey, stay 6 feet apart.
Yeah,
That'd be kind of hard in this room.
that would be difficult.
Yes.
For sure.
We'd have to play the game with like the fun noodle, the pool noodle, and like everyone gets a pool noodle that's
Yeah.
exactly 6 feet long. It's like, stay away.
Yeah.
But as long as we're all allowed, whenever we get back in this room together, we're gonna have so much fun. So just get excited for that. I mean, get excited for that day. And man, whenever it happens, every single person that watches this show that's in middle school and high school
Mhm.
needs to be here. I
Yeah,
mean,
for sure.
we our views get into the hundreds,
Really.
like easily over 100.
Well, I mean, this is the best show on Wednesday night.
And not only that, but then you got families like the Winters who they huddle in there. So they got,
Yeah. I could
50
picture-
people around one TV.
I like to picture all of them are around a phone.
Yeah. Just huddled like all like,
yeah,
hey, there you go.
all around a phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the image I have. So, I mean, who knows how many people we actually have watching the show, but whenever we get back together, oh, it's going to be hype.
It's gonna be so much.
It's going to be so good.
It's gonna be a lot.
Chris, though, whenever this is all done, there has been not only seeing people,
Mhm.
but man, I am so excited to go back to restaurants. Like,
Oh, don't even get me started.
now I'll preface this because, restaurants, you can do the to-goes on many of them.
You can,
So
but
support,
there's something different about being there.
yeah, support your local business, all that. But
Yeah.
I am so excited to go in a restaurant to, be sitting there, have a waiter refilling my sweet tea or Dr. Pepper, whatever I have,
Yeah.
and just enjoy it. So, Chris, I have asked you and myself to put together a list, the top 5 restaurants,
The restaurants.
the top 5 restaurants that we're missing right now.
Oh,
Like
man.
that, if they opened up right now, we wouldn't be here. We'd be doing Remedy Live on the road, on location,
Oh, I'm
at
looking. Yeah.
these
Send a
restaurants.
reporter out there.
Yeah.
We'll sing Caden.
Yeah, Caden's our on-site reporter, and he'll just be at McDonald's or something. All right, so Chris, give us your top 5 restaurants that you are missing
Yes.
right now.
All right. Number 1 is really an all-time favorite of mine. My favorite burger in town. My mom introduced me to it. It is Ty's Diner, not TJ's. It is Ty's. It is about half a mile down the road from TJ's, but Ty's is great.
I have
Love
actually never heard of, and of course, never been to Ty's Diner.
So good.
Where is this, and why should people go?
It's in Delano, and it's off not Second Street. Yeah, it's off Second Street. It's kind of in a weird area of Delano that like nobody goes to, but it's great. They have the smash burgers, which I'm more of a smash burger kind of guy, which is like the Freddy style that most people would be familiar with. They make their fries in-house, and it's just a diner. It's great. The same dude's always cooking burgers every time I'm in there. He's the owner. He's a Raiders fan, so that's whatever that
is. He
means to you.
TJ?
His name is not TJ as far as I know. I think they purchased it from another family, but it's great. I love the place. It's so good.
Okay. So you're number one, TJ's Diner.
TJ's Diner.
And you get a burger there.
I get a burger. Yeah, I just get the straight cheeseburger with some sauteed onions on there, and it's fantastic.
Solid choice. All right, you're number two.
Number two. This one's a little weird because it's not even in Wichita. It's in Colorado. And I actually had a plan to go to Colorado next month, but I think it's going to be called off. So I would have definitely thought very long and hard about going to this place. It is Heart of Jerusalem Cafe.
Okay.
And it's in Manitou Springs, Colorado. It's a Mediterranean food. It's delicious hummus, shawarma. I love it. It's such good stuff. So good. Heavily recommend. If you ever Colorado Springs, Manitou area.
If you're in Manitou Springs, Colorado.
Yes, which is like right next to Colorado
Oh,
Springs.
okay. So if you're in Colorado Springs,
it's
Heart of Jerusalem
You know the
Cafe.
incline in Colorado Springs? Oh, Colorado Springs.
I was there when I was like a little kid.
Oh, so it's like you literally like hike up the mountain. Like you run up the mountain. Like it's a bunch of stairs.
To get to what?
To the top. It's
top of what? Pikes Peak?
No, it's complete madness that people run up this thing.
Oh, to the restaurant.
No, to the top of the mountain.
Oh, okay.
That's all it is.
All I remember is Pikes Peak. I was like,
all these people that work out, they run up this mountain thing.
All the people that work out. All the people.
Yeah. Another one, a place that I actually introduced you and our lead pastor Mark to.
Yeah.
Pollo Express, taco place on South Meridian.
That's right.
The best tacos in town. Street tacos, they're great.
There were
They're
literally
fantastic.
like 4 tables in that place.
There was, but boy, they were good.
It was very. I didn't know what to
tacos.
order. I was just like, give me what Chris is having. Like,
Yeah, man, it's I love their tacos. So good, so good.
that was good.
And I miss it because I used to work like right by there, so I used to go all the time. Next one, place real close to my house. They are still open, but it's different getting takeout than it is actually going into the restaurant. It is Le Monde Cafe.
Le Monde.
Le Monde Cafe. It's another Mediterranean place. I love Mediterranean food. So
You would think it'd be French with that
would.
kind of name.
You would, and I'm pretty sure the owner is Middle Eastern. So
Why not?
that stuff everywhere. Yeah, but the best hummus in town, hands down, easily. That is a hill I will die on.
Wow.
Their hummus is fantastic. Their pita is great. Their fattoush salad is just glorious, and the gyro is fantastic as well.
So you have 2 Mediterranean restaurants.
I do.
That's a bold statement there.
I love Asian food, which, yes, the Mediterranean food is considered Asian food.
Really?
Because it's in the continent of Asia.
I mean, maybe like
It
when I
is.
think of Mediterranean, I think of like Greece, and Greece is Europe.
But also Lebanon. And
Oh, okay,
Israel.
there. True.
So there you go. That's in, yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Let's get a little
We're having a geography. We need a
We
map
need a
right here.
Yeah. All right. Last place, local place. It's called Kimchi. My old favorite restaurant in town used to be Juni's Diner or Juni's Cafe. They went out of business, and this place moved in the same place, essentially serving the same food. Love it. It's so good. Like, it's Korean food, and I love Korean food. Their galbi, the chicken galbi, is fantastic. It's got a lot of spice to it, so if you're a spicy person, definitely go for that. The people there are great as well. It's I miss it.
All right. Hey, before I get to my list, comment some restaurants that you're missing going to.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
please.
everyone has some favorite restaurants, so drop them in the comments
I
right
can
now.
talk about food all day.
I know. we really can. We really can. So we'll talk about that here in a second. Let me give you my top 5
I'm curious of
restaurants
yours.
I am missing. Number 1, this is a place Rebecca and I discovered this past summer, a local place, Delano Barbecue Company. Big fan of this. Local barbecue.
Oh.
It's in Delano, obviously,
Not
right
my-
on Douglas.
Not my favorite barbecue place. in
Really?
town. Yeah,
Wow.
it's good though.
I like it. So go there. It's this little hole in the wall type place locally
And
owned.
Toledo.
In Delano.
Yeah.
Like if there's a restaurant on Douglas in Delano,
It's good.
It's good.
Oh yeah.
Guaranteed.
Oh, the best sushi in town is over there. They have legit ramen.
Yeah.
It's a
When
good
somebody
place.
tells me about a new restaurant and they say it's on Douglas Avenue, it's good.
Oh yeah.
Automatically, it's like,
Oh.
I will go there.
Yeah, for sure.
So big fan of that. Delano Barbecue. Check it out. It was a nice surprise for us. So it's a place that we like to go to as well.
McAllister's, Darin?
Is that hey, McAllister's is great.
It's good.
It did not make my list.
No.
I do love it though. Number 2, new place to Wichita. It's a chain though. New place, Saltgrass Steakhouse. My friend, Saltgrass, if you haven't been to it, when all this is over, go to Saltgrass. It's in that new shopping area off 96 and Greenwich.
It's over
right
by
on the corner.
Yes.
Yeah.
I work like right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's right there. It's
I didn't even know
by
they were open
the
yet.
Bye Bye Baby. It's by the Wichita Sports Forum, that whole area. Saltgrass Steakhouse. It is so good. I've been to one in Texas a few times. So whenever they came to Kansas, whenever they came to Wichita, I got all excited.
Are they open?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
I need to know
And
that.
I mean, we've been there for
Use your words.
yeah, sorry. We've been there for Rebecca's birthday.
Uh-huh.
We've been there for my mom's birthday. She was in town. We were like,
Your
come
mom
on, let's
doesn't
go.
even live here.
I know, but it was so good. So, Saltgrass Steakhouse, check that out. Number 3 is this, another chain.
Mitch, George's Bistro. Okay, I see it.
Hey,
I've been there.
we'll check
I've
out
been
their
there
list.
once.
We'll check out their
Sorry,
list here
I'm
because
getting really
I'm
excited.
excited. I know they're
I'm
dropping some good
my
ones.
bad.
Number 3 is this Cheddar's. I love Cheddar's. I know it's a chain, but it is such good food. I love
You are a
going there.
Cheddar's guy.
It's good food for a good price. Just give me the buffalo chicken wrappers with fried instead of grilled, with no pickles, lettuce instead of coleslaw. I'm very picky with it. And then give me some of that raspberry sweet tea, and I love it. And the croissants, so good.
That's good
So,
stuff.
Cheddar's, check that out. Number 4, a restaurant Chris introduced me to, Buffalo Wings and Rings.
Oh yeah,
This is a great one.
it's good.
It's in that shopping area off
It is.
96 in Greenwich by
It is.
Wichita Sports Forum, all that. Great place, great wings. Peach habanero wings are the only ones I get thanks
What-
to this guy.
Now, what heat level do you get?
Not the one that you go to.
Which one do you get?
I go like the 2nd or 3rd,
Like mild
like
or medium? or whatever?
I think
Oh,
I hit
okay.
medium.
I used to get extra hot.
I know you
I
do.
like a little bit of tears to run as I eat.
You like the burn on the lips
do,
10
yeah.
minutes after.
The Atomic's not bad. Plus, pro tip though, their Atomic is not the hottest that they have.
Really?
They can make it hotter.
Oh. So Buffalo Wings and Rings, I'm a big fan, especially during lunch. Great prices. Then my last one, Chris, you chose one in Colorado, so I'm allowed to pick one not in Wichita.
Okay.
And it is in Kansas City. In my opinion,
Oh, I thought you were gonna go with the sandwich place at Disney World.
Earl Sandwich is always at the top of my list, but I can't just go there easily.
Yeah.
But I can go to Kansas City when all this is done and get Joe's Kansas City barbecue.
Oh,
In my opinion,
that place is nappy.
the best barbecue in Kansas City. I'll make that bold statement.
No,
I know
I
everyone has
will
to-
agree with you on that. I'll agree with you on that.
And when you go, you got to get the Z-Man sandwich. It's like, beef brisket
Uh-huh.
and then barbecue sauce, onion ring on there,
Uh-huh.
provolone cheese. Oh, it's so good.
I'm not a brisket guy. Or sorry, onion ring guy.
Oh, it is so
I
good.
always get a sandwich with brisket and pulled pork on it.
Hey, it's all good.
And then
Their
sweet
fries
tea.
are great. Their sweet tea is great.
Oh, man.
That I call that my death row meal. Like if for whatever reason I end up on death row and I'm gonna die the
I
next
want
day,
Casey Jones.
give me Joe's Kansas City barbecue, Z-Man sandwich and fries with the sweet tea. That's my way to go right
Yeah,
there.
for sure.
Great.
So good.
Well, Chris, it is actually time to unveil our special guest today.
Oh,
So
I'm excited.
I'm excited too. We got it all to work. And ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to somebody you probably know really well. Oh, wait, we didn't read over their restaurant list.
No, we didn't.
We can't bring out our special guest
put it
yet.
away.
Oh, no, put it
Put it
away.
back.
Stay back.
Yeah.
Stay back. All right, we're going through. Oh, I see Taya is all about the Earl of Sandwich too.
Yeah, she is.
My fellow Disney
The
fan.
George's Bistro.
Bluefin Sushi. I see that, Isabel.
I think I've been to Bluefin. Is that in Old Town? I
Maybe.
think I've been there.
Yeah. I see McAllister's, PF Chang's,
Mexico Viejo's good.
Abuelos. Oh, Braden loves Delano barbecue. Hey, there you go. What a Cracker Barrel. Thanks, Culver's.
Oh, well, yeah, of course.
Yeah, Cheddar's is on there. Let's see.
Let's see here. Oh, Lamont. Oh, yeah. Darren likes someone.
California Tortilla. Rebecca said that's a place that her and I
What?
discovered recently.
Where's that at?
Again, 96 in Greenwich.
You guys
But
don't even live-
it's
Do either one of you guys live over there?
we don't live
Or
or work over there, but
So
it's
What are
across.
you doing over there?
It's
so much?
across from the Slim Chickens, kind of in those shopping areas. So yeah.
Oh, there's a place over there. I forgot what it's called, but they have jjajangmyeon, which is
Bless you.
It's a bean noodle paste like noodle dish, and I had only seen pictures of it, and for some reason I find myself craving it, and I'd never even tried it. And I'm like, I just really want some jjajangmyeon, and I found it. That's the only place in town that has it.
Jackson said Panda Express.
Panda's pretty good. Panda is solid.
Yep. Texas Roadhouse, I see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. Thanks, Isabel. She did say it was, or I don't know if that is Isabel or not. Winter Family. It is in Old Town.
There you go. All right, now it's time for our special guest. Chris, we gave the 3 hints earlier.
We did.
Number 1 was he's a huge Star Wars fan.
Yeah.
Number 2, he enjoys a round of disc golf.
Uh-huh.
That's just a recent thing, I think. And then number 3, he played college basketball. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Pastor Darin Stroud, our district youth director. Come on. Welcome to the show, Pastor Darin.
What's up?
Man, thanks for being our first guest ever on Remedy Live.
It is definitely my honor. Thank you for making me starving. All this talk about food, and I haven't eaten dinner. I'm starving now.
You were throwing like all the chains in the comments.
Yeah,
I mean,
for real.
Do you
It's
not like
because-
eat at hole in the walls at all?
Yeah, there are some. I mean, Lamond is a hole in wall.
Okay.
There's some others, but Pastor Michael, I'm so impressed that you go to the east side, because I know some people, I won't mention their names, but they do not go to the other side of town. And so I really appreciate the fact that you venture out. Good job.
Well, I'm not going to mention names, but yeah, Pastor Mark doesn't like going to the east side at all. And
didn't say any names.
yeah, he always jokes like, I need a hotel to go to the east side. And me, I'm like, I'll go over there for lunch. Like, I do not mind.
I
Exactly.
driven across town.
Yeah, Rebecca and I love driving to the east side, especially when you have a baby, like just throwing the baby in the back seat and safely in
Throwing?
the car seat.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, not throwing, safely fastening.
Mhm.
But you know,
Okay.
she'll go to sleep. We'll go get some food. It's great. So hey, thank you for that.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having me.
So Pastor Darin, I know you mentioned some of the restaurants you were into on the comments on YouTube, but what are like your top favorites? When all this is done, where are you and your wife going?
Man, it's just the fact that going and being out and I guess being served and sitting there for a while instead of, I don't really like takeout for so often. It just doesn't, usually isn't. The order's not right. It's kind of cold by the time I get it back. Really those places that I mentioned, those are some of my favorites, as well as I love to eat. So all of them. Except for barbecue.
Yeah.
I'm not a barbecue fan.
I know.
So,
Yeah, I mentioned 2 barbecue places, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
Pastor Darin doesn't like barbecue.
yeah, I couldn't do the thumbs
Yeah.
down or anything like that. And I couldn't understand what Chris was saying, that foreign language that he was mentioning a few minutes ago.
The
I had-
Jabas. Yeah.
Yeah. I had no idea that was some Star Wars analogy or something.
Hey,
So,
we're getting a nasty glare on your face from that
okay.
window behind you. So
All right.
before
I
we
was
get
trying to get,
before we get too serious, just want to
All
clear
right.
that up.
all right. I'm just trying to get a good background, but my son's making music upstairs, and I want to do outside, but it's too windy. So,
I can't hear any music behind you, so
okay.
I think
good.
So
Good.
if you don't know, to our audience, Pastor Darin is the district youth director. Not only does he oversee all the camps and stuff, that's where everybody sees them,
Yeah.
camps and conventions, but this guy is busy all throughout the year. Not only setting up awesome events, but also helping out youth pastors across the state. He's working with youth groups across the state. And beyond that, he's the ministry director. This guy is a busy guy.
Does
He's
a
on
great job.
councils for like the National Youth Department. Busy guy. And I wanted to bring him on, ask him a few questions, and then we'll actually have him participate in a game here at the end. So, Pastor Darin, you have 3 kids, right? 2 of them are married now. And Justice is a senior, right?
Yes, it is.
Wow.
And Goddard Eisenhower.
That's right. So, what advice are you giving Justice specifically, like, for him, as he's a senior and it's weird right now. So what advice are you giving to him, his friends, or any of our students watching for this kind of weird time in our lives? What advice are you giving?
Yeah, he's no different than a lot. He was disappointed. He wasn't a big fan of school necessarily, but what he was disappointed in, that he didn't get to say what he wanted to say to his friends. It was just kind of, okay, you're done with school. So from that standpoint, it was disappointed. And then it wasn't too long after that graduation has been canceled. So he was, disappointed, but really to tell him and all seniors, there's nothing anybody can do about it. Obviously, it wasn't personal. Try and stay as positive as possible, but we really tried to do what we always do, keep our attention and focus on the Lord, even when we do our family devos. And then he's still doing a little bit of school. The nice thing is Eisenhower, what they did is they basically just said their grades can only improve, they can't go down. And so he's been working. He had work release anyway. And so he's been working, saving, getting ready to go to school. And that's kind of his focus. And I think that's what I would just say is, you're kind of finished doing what you need to do in school, but really, especially for seniors, look at where you're going to go, what you're going to do, kind of get prepared, use this time to do that, whether it's work, save money, get yourself, acclimated to time management, whatever it is, just make the most of it. There's nothing any of us can do about it. And so do what you can in the meantime. So that's really what we've been trying to tell him as well as others.
Yeah. What about like middle schoolers and younger high school students? What would you say to them? I mean, you're working with youth groups and youth pastors across the state.
Yeah.
And we got middle schoolers watching right now. It's a confusing time. Like, what kind of encouragement are you giving?
Yeah. Well, it's interesting talking to youth pastors across the state. What's been happening is, for the most part, middle schoolers are pretty much like, hey, cool, we're out of school. And kind of like for so long, adults, when we were in school, it's like, man, we couldn't wait to get out of school for an extended period of time. But obviously now that it's happened, it's a little bit different. And so I think trying to get in as much of a routine as possible, stay active. We've even kind of adjusted our work around the weather. So start early when it's cool, work all morning, and then early afternoon, the weather's nice, go outside, take a walk. I know you mentioned disc golf, whatever it is, just to do that, get some exercise, because that really changes things. I know a big thing that a lot of people struggle with, especially for students when they're in school, is they basically get up right in time to go to school. They go to school, and then they have extracurricular activities, and then it gets kind of late. And a lot of times their relationship with the Lord, it may be an excuse, but the reality is they don't take necessarily the time. Well, guess what? Now you have all kinds of time. So if it's get in a Devo, read a devotional book, whatever it is, now you have time to jump in and really dive into something that maybe didn't have before.
Awesome. Now, I mean, it's so easy to find negative news, online or on Facebook or wherever. So we see a lot of negativity, but what are some things that are exciting you? Because for me, it's like, I'm trying to find the positive in things. Obviously we would prefer to have youth service with all the students in this room. We would have loved to have spring retreat because you were our guest speaker. So that was an exciting part of it. And we're working to reschedule all that later, but obviously we'd rather be here together. But we're trying to find the positive in this, and it's given us an opportunity to do something cool like Remedy Live and to have fun things like that. So what's exciting you when you look at Kansas's youth groups and Kansas's teenagers, all across the state? What's getting you excited about what you're seeing?
Well, for one, I would say, great job to you and your team for doing this. And I could say, even though that a lot of youth groups aren't necessarily doing this or like this, just the fact that you guys are doing something fun. I remember, and I texted you afterwards, watching your first show, just a lot of fun and just the interaction, the games, those types of things, as well as the encouragement. But really around the state, what encourages me is the amount of effort that our youth leaders are putting into doing something. Everybody's different. Every church has a different leader that is either full-time, bivocational, part-time. No student is the same. You've got some students that are, if they're younger, they're either not allowed to have a phone, they're not on social media, whatever the case is. So that's hard for leaders to connect with. Then you got some that are more involved. They're on social media. You got some people that like Zoom. But really what I like is that our leaders they're doing a variety of things. They're doing something maybe daily, a devotional and encouragement, whatever it is. But our students aren't being forgotten. I'm hearing really cool stories and testimonies of people that are tuning in, friends of students that maybe didn't come before, weren't a part of something before. Now all of a sudden they're watching, doing something like this. They're asking about the youth group. And so that's really exciting to see that, although it's not what we used to do and how we used to do it, doesn't mean that something new like this is happening. And I'm really believing that more students are going to get connected. More people are going to say, hey, you know what? I remember seeing that. I remember hearing that. Now let me come when we can get to be a part in person.
Yeah. And we've talked about that with our students over the past few weeks, that, their friends are looking for hope and joy and peace through this craziness. And we have the answer in Jesus. And it's so easy now. Instead of inviting your friends to church, you could just say, hey, check out this show sometime throughout this week and watch this and watch a message that our youth pastor is sharing and all this. And
absolutely.
We talked about it at the beginning of the show. Our views each week are far greater than how many students we normally have on a Wednesday night. And so we're believing that this message of hope and joy is going out. So it gets me excited too. So I'm glad you're seeing that as well. Now, last question before we have a little bit more fun for you personally. Okay. And you mentioned this, you go out on your walks and stuff, you're restructuring your day, but what are you doing to grow closer to God during this time?
For me, I'm a person of routine, and I don't really get into excesses either way. So for me, nothing has changed as far as what I'm doing in my relationship with Lord. I wake up every morning, I get my hot tea, my lemon fog, and I get in my chair and I have my devos. I'm at the start of the year, I am doing an app called Bible in 1 Year. It is a great app that takes you through the entire Bible, Proverbs, Psalm, Old Testament, New Testament, each day with a theme. And then, but what I am doing though is I'm having a little bit more time instead of doing all of that. And for instance, our routine is Justice typically would leave for school like at 7:10. We would have my wife would have breakfast ready. While he's eating breakfast, we would have our Devo, prayer, send him off to school, have some more time, and then get ready and go to the office. Well, now we're working from home, so now I can have even more time. And really what I'm doing is I'm watching all of our churches from across the state, our youth ministries, their messages, their churches, so that I can be supportive of them, be praying for them. I'm calling all of our youth pastors across the state just to find out how they're doing personally, what can we do to pray for them, those types of things. So all of that is involved in my daily walk, if you will. Just like so many are watching all kinds of churches and streaming and things like that before I start my day. So that's really it's just a little bit longer, I would say, compared to what I normally do. And then I'm as a companion to my Devo, I'm reading Dietrich Bonhoeffer's the discipleship book. So that's what it is.
Mm-hmm. Hey, real quick before we have a little bit of fun together, can you just pray over our students and over our leaders who are watching today? Just real quick, praying.
Absolutely. Jesus, thank you for the Remedy students. Thank you for the leadership through Pastor Michael and the church, the opportunity that they have through this incredible technology, the gift of creativity that you have given this team to do something that is different. It's not normal, but it's so fun. It's engaging. Just talking about everyday things, random things, whether it's what tea Pastor Michael likes, what restaurants do people want to do, what do they want to do when they get back, but also just the encouragement that comes from a weekly, whether it's a Devo, whether it's some devotional thought, some scripture. God, I know that these students are being challenged during this time for a variety of reasons or a variety of things. And I'm just asking that during this time that you would encourage them, that they would stay focused upon you, that they would dive deeper into your Bible, that the time that maybe they didn't take before to spend time in prayer, that they would do that, and that they would connect with one another through whatever technology, through whatever means. And we thank you for what you're going to do and how you're going to do it. And I pray that that through the end of this school year, really, but even taking into summer, that we see the end in sight. We see that things are starting to change and it's getting better. But I pray that the depth and the passion of pursuing their relationship with the Lord will not end when this happens, but instead it will get stronger, that they'll continue praying, continue being in the Word, and then come back, be in the youth group, invite their friends, and then just realize, man, how much we really missed being together, and we look forward to whether it's the youth retreat, whatever it is that's coming up in the summer and everything else. And I pray that you will bless all the students, all the leaders for Remedy in the days and weeks and months to come. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. Amen. Hey, Pastor Dan, we mentioned in our clues for who our special guest was that you are a huge Star Wars fan. Now, I like Star Wars too, but seated in front of you is a huge Star Wars fan as well.
I do like Star Wars a lot.
So
nice.
I want to hear your top 3 Star Wars movies. Go for it.
Well, Empire Strikes Back would be just the first one. That's probably my least favorite would probably be Return of the Jedi. The whole Ewok thing has always been just kind of a thing that, I just like just not a big fan. The new ones are they're good. I think they did a great job on tying everything together. So I'm just a fan. I kind of like it all.
All right. Yeah. I know Chris Brashear's favorite one, and that is.
Yeah. I love Rogue One.
Okay.
Not a huge fan of the new one, like the new trilogy or whatever, but
sure.
Rogue One is great.
It was good. It's hard because it's the Star Wars family, but I guess I was thinking of the original 9 in essence. But yeah, they did a great job with Rogue One.
Of course.
Oh yeah, so good. All right, so here's what we're going to do now, because we always like to do something that maybe gets a little embarrassing for us, but for some reason the teenagers love it.
Yeah,
seeing some old guys embarrass themselves.
We haven't embarrassed ourselves enough already.
Exactly. So here's what we need, and it's going to take you guys watching. We need your help on this. We're going to do some charades. We randomly drew out some things that each one of us are going to act out, and we're going to have 30 seconds each to act it out.
Yeah.
And then we'll be watching the comments and everything. And we want to see if the students and leaders who are watching, everyone who's watching, you could guess. We want to see if you guys can guess what we're trying to act out in just 30 seconds. So I got 30 seconds on my watch. Chris Brashears, would you like to go first? Just
sure.
Sure. I don't want to put the special guest on the spot.
Oh yeah, give him time to warm up, limber up.
Exactly. So, okay, I remember what Chris had. So you guys need to comment. Any guesses you have, just start commenting like crazy. And then when the 30 seconds is over, we'll check out the comments and see how you did.
Yeah.
So, ready, Chris?
I'm ready.
Here you go. 30 seconds. Ready, go.
Okay.
10 more seconds. And time is up. All right, let's see if anyone guessed this. All right, so I see multiple golfing, but Kaylee Schwartz got it right, ladies and gentlemen. Mini golf right there.
Thank you, Kaylee.
That was a hard, because people went with the easier answer. They're like, all right, golf, putt, all this. No, so it was putt. It was mini golf. So.
But if it was real golf, I'd take much longer to line up my putt.
Okay, you would.
Yeah.
Do you ever take your regular putter out to putt?
I totally have.
Me too.
I brought my own ball too.
Every time.
So, but do you change out the ball right on the 18th hole so you don't lose your own ball?
Oh yeah, of course.
Or do you just donate it to the? That's fine.
No, I'm not giving them no Callaway balls.
If I think about it, I'll bring my putter. Get some good practice in or something. All right.
Callaway.
Oh, he's shooting down your Callaway.
Yeah, Callaway Diablo Tour.
Oh, okay.
All right, Pastor Darin, would you like to go next?
Sure.
Okay. Let me get the clock ready.
Oh, I don't remember what it is.
I do.
Okay, good.
It's going to be hard to hope you can see.
It's going to be hard. He has the big challenge because he's trying to do it through his phone, communicating to you guys. But
I don't have a full screen here.
Chris used the whole stage.
I know. Yeah.
All right, here we go. Pastor Darin, 30 seconds. On your mark, get set, go. Okay, 15 seconds.
I pray somebody in your family is watching this as well.
5 seconds. And time is up. Time is up. Okay, let's check out.
Whoa!
Check out
Good
the
job. They
comments.
did good.
Oh my gosh.
We have
I did
monster. We have shark. We have T-Rex. We have dinosaur. We have Frankenstein. We have Jurassic Park and Jurassic World.
Yeah.
That was it. That was the answer. Jurassic
I like it.
Park. Well done.
Yeah. Thanks. I did it.
Man,
You did great.
I'm very surprised that just happened. Okay.
Why are you surprised?
Because you were doing like the same thing over and over again for 30, but it worked.
That's because I couldn't,
Yeah.
you couldn't see it anymore.
It was Rebecca that got it right. She got that it was a movie. So,
Yeah.
all right. Mine, I'm actually a little worried about this
Oh, I
because
got a timer for you.
it is very specific.
Let me get a timer ready.
Okay. So here we go. 30
Oh,
seconds.
hold on. Oh, I don't know where it's at. Oh no. Okay.
All right. I'm seeing my range
All right.
of motion that I have like on my screen
All right,
here.
you ready?
Okay. Okay.
I'll start when you start.
Okay. All right. Ready?
Yeah.
Set, go.
Okay. Okay. 15 seconds.
That's what I.
That's all you got? You still have 5 seconds left. I have no clue what that was. I mean, we got
Okay. Yeah. Let's check out
touchdown,
field goals.
field goal.
Uncle Rico throwing a football over the mountains. That was a good one. That was a good one.
Who said that?
Crunchy weave. That's all Cindy Marcello there. Touchdown. Graduation, Kaylee said. Okay.
Okay, all right.
Annexation of Puerto Rico. Thank you, Culvers. So they didn't get it. I mean, you got close. It was college football. So
Yeah.
Kaylee got the graduation. Well done.
So what was the
Kaylee.
hat?
Yeah.
What was the
That's
hat?
a graduation. So college. How else would you communicate
Oh, you
college?
legit put college
It was
in there?
college football. It wasn't.
okay.
I went hard on this one. It wasn't no NFL football or anything.
Graduation can be high school too.
True. It could be high school football. No one guessed that, but.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
So I failed out of the three of us. Wow. All right. So, hey, before we wrap up today, before we say bye to Pastor Darin, make sure you're commenting your name. We're going to be doing the giveaway here in just a moment. So, Pastor Darin, thank you so much for joining
Thank
us,
you
being
so
our
much.
first ever guest on Remedy Live. We had fun, great words of encouragement, and man, we're hoping to see you at camp. We're believing that's going to happen, and yeah, you're the man. So, thank you for taking time out of your
Hey.
busy schedule. I mean, now we know
Thank-
though that you work early in the morning though, and
Yeah.
and so sorry to interrupt your walk time.
That's all right. Thank you guys. You're very kind. You guys are doing a great job. I appreciate it. And thank you, everybody. Remedy. Hopefully, we'll get to see you at camp, and also the makeup dates for the retreat. Hope that works out. So, God bless you guys. Let us know if you need anything.
Absolutely. Thank you, Pastor Darin.
Yep.
Thank you.
All right. Take care.
See ya. All right. So for the rest of us, we're going to be doing. Oh, that's
Oh.
a cool.
Oh, that's a
Dang.
lot going
Man.
on there.
That's what
Oh,
FaceTime does.
well,
Hey,
we're
that's
fine.
okay. We got it off. So for the rest of us, we got our giveaway coming up. So as we're getting all that together, all the names together, and making sure that we have all the names in the comments and throw those in really quick. Another reminder, online game night, Sunday night, 6 p.m. Join us for that. We have so much. There's a lot, Chris, I will say, there's a lot of people in these comments here that haven't joined us yet on a Sunday evening.
Yeah, there is. And they're really missing out because I really want to see Braden's artwork.
That's true. And you know what? Okay. I was about to say, where was Braden guessing on mine? Because he would have got it right because he gets right on everything. He just said touchdown.
He
So
did say touchdown,
So-
yeah.
if he can't get it, I didn't do it good enough.
Yeah, that's fair.
I will
That's
say
a lot
that.
on you.
Okay. That's my fault. So online game night, Sunday night, 6 p.m. Follow us on Instagram, Remedy Wichita. Also on our Facebook page, but Instagram is where all the action's happening.
It is.
Tomorrow, Chris will do a devotional.
Tomorrow, yes.
So
Hey, Google, remind me to do a devotional tomorrow for Remedy.
Okay, Chris.
Thank you.
All right. So are we good with all the names in the giveaways? All right, here we go. Let's get the randomizer up on the screen. Everyone who's been watching, everyone who's thrown in their
It's gonna be
name
Sydney.
is thrown in. All right, so here we go. Let's see who gets it. Taya. All right, I'll send you an Instagram message tonight and get in touch with you. You just want a gift card.
Where's it to?
Wherever. So last week,
Oh,
I
choose now.
yeah, I got in touch with Aubrey Marcello. She won
Mhm.
last week,
She
and,
did,
and
yeah.
she got a $10 Target gift card.
Ooh.
So,
okay.
oh, great place, Target. So,
is pretty
as long as I could get it to you in an e-gift card, you can choose whatever you want.
Sweet.
So, I mean, keep it appropriate.
Oh, yeah,
Of
yeah,
course.
Yeah.
Or you could get it to one of these restaurants we just talked about. So,
Oh yeah.
cool.
Almost as e-gift cards for a lot of the ones that I
Yeah.
there, but
Probably not. Hole in the Walls don't really have them e-gift cards.
no, they don't.
Yeah. Chris, now that we have the capability of doing special guests, this
Yeah.
was one of my goals for the last few weeks is to get this running. So we got to think about like who we can bring in.
Put in the comments.
Yeah. Who would you like to
Who would you like to
see
see?
as
Yeah.
a special guest? I mean, we have the capability to bring anyone in
We
from
can.
around the country. We obviously have to know them. So
Preferably.
no, Tom Hanks cannot be our guest.
Yeah.
But I mean, we got some good connections with some people. So
Yeah, we know some people.
yeah. I mean, we started pretty big though with Pastor Darin.
We did. We probably should have delayed that.
Yeah,
That's fine. We did good.
yeah, if you're gonna go big or go home, and we've been home for a long time, so the choice is either go big or go home. I'm going to go big because
I'm tired of going home.
yeah, we're spending a lot of time at home. So comment who you would like to see as a special guest, and here in the next few weeks, we'll probably do another one. So keep it interesting, keep it fun.
That's fun.
Yeah. All right. Well, Chris, any last words?
No. Oh, yes.
Oh.
Subscribe to our channel.
Yes.
Not just don't just follow us on Instagram, but subscribe to our channel because then you're gonna see our stuff go live instantly.
Yeah.
Also, our Sunday services are on there as well, which have been pretty good, a lot of fun to be a
Mhm.
part of.
And he's talking about on YouTube. Subscribe on
sorry,
YouTube.
for YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and you can even set it to where it doesn't notify you as long as you subscribe. We're so close to that 100-person mark, which means that we can get youtube.com/evangelwichita.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
'Cause-
sub people.
I know. So we need 100 subscribers so that we can get, our own custom URL. Because up until then, our channel is some random figuration
yeah.
of letters and numbers.
Oh, and we can live stream from mobile.
No, that's 1,000.
Oh, okay, never mind.
We probably won't hit 1,000 subscribers in
But
the next
100.
couple weeks. But 100 we can
We can
do.
do that.
So,
Sub.
yeah, subscribe. Even throw that like button. Feel free to do that. Smash that like button, as them YouTubers say.
I like Mitch's idea.
Yeah. What's Mitch's
That's
idea?
pretty cool.
Ooh, maybe like a doctor and nurse and talk with them about how they're doing and think that's a great idea.
I know a
That's
nurse.
that's out of the box.
That is out of the box.
Cool. All right. Well, we love you guys. We're praying for you. You still have your Remedy family here. You see them in the comments. You see them on the screen. We love our Remedy family. So glad you can join us.
Thank you.
Hey, feel free to share our videos as well throughout the weeks.
Yeah.
You don't have to. Your friends,
Especially take a clip of Darin doing
Jurassic Park.
whatever
yeah.
that was. Yeah, that one's good.
That'd be a good one. So yeah, feel free if we ever say anything in our messages or interviewing a special guest that really stands out to you, feel free to share it. Tell your friends about it so that they can watch it. Like he said, those videos stay up on the YouTube channel. So you could just go to the video and click share. Very easy. You know how to do that. So we love you guys. You're awesome. And we'll see you Sunday evening. Have a great day.
Bye.